every year since 1998. The grandmothers of the Four Directions have sent a message for the year ahead. And this message has always been with the encouragement that I would share it with others. In the 2021 channel from the grandmothers, or message from the grandmothers, I must say the channel has never before been so powerful. Never before has a message from them come with such vigorous assertion and insistence that their message be shared. If you are receiving this message, feel free to forward it on to others. If you would like to request an email copy of the reading, you can always contact me, Audri Scott Williams, at audriskottwilliams@gmail.com. 2021 Message from the Spiritual Grandmothers of the Four Directions, as channeled through Audri Scott Williams, recorded and transcribed by Karen Hunter Watson. We are the grandmothers of the Four Directions, four cardinal points on our beloved Mother Earth. We have existed throughout eternity. We were here from the beginning, and we will be here until the end. We reflect all that was, is, and all that ever will be. We are not bound by form, although we can assume any form necessary for our work in you to be accomplished. We are unlimited in our expressions, in our energy, and in our readings. We are the dreamers, the composite of all that was and ever shall be. We are the remnants of the creative source of all. When the universe divided itself in what you refer to as the Big Bang, Source spewed out itself into everything, everywhere, into all that is made manifest. We are the mothers of creation. The everlasting we are behind all that you see. And all that you see is but a fragment of our dreams. Our dreams made manifest. While we have tremendous capacity to create, our mission is to dream the world into existence, to dream all of creation into existence in the right time at the right frequency. We hold the vision for the limitless forms of life. Once life manifests, all the beings that inhabit this particular plane, all the earth, once the dream takes form, will spend its entire time, eternity if it takes it, to return to us, forgetting that what exists in form is created from our dreams and therefore cannot be separated from us. The Council of Light works between the worlds to monitor and to determine what is good and what is not so good. They are the eyes of the grandmothers in the realm of the physical. The Council of Light also functions as a regulator. Timeless as we are, the Council regulates the passage of form in its creation in the physical. They are masters of crafting and manipulating fractional dimensions, creating patterns to activate conscious awareness of our infinite universe, beyond space-time limitations of human understanding. The grandmothers birth the form to carry out the dream, and the Council of Light monitors the form in its effort to create. It is seeking to create that which it holds within, but never can fully be expressed in form. For you are the ones who manifest the dream in form. Everyone is part of the dream, and the dream is pure creative potential, the mind of the Creator. When this relationship functions in balance, the earth and all of life is in perfect harmony with all levels of creation. It is sustainable, and it is forever reinventing and recreating itself in harmony and balance with our dream, which results in everything made manifest in a regenerative pattern. Out of balance, it seeks to separate itself from its source, thus losing its capacity to be regenerative. While we are the dreamers that dream into existence all that you see, we are also the initiators of the carbon seed, which is the source of all things. Therefore, out of balance, that which has been created seeks to recreate itself on its own terms and disconnects itself from us, disconnecting from creation. The creation which sustains and upholds the very axis of the universe is the one connection to the one. It is an ancient truth. Therefore, the grandmothers of the four directions uphold the four corners of the universe, with the creative pulse holding the center. This is the foundation upon which creation thrives. The particles that come together and unite on the axis to build the foundation upon which all is built in the entire universe, the secrets of which are captured in fractals that are all around you. Open your eyes. The answers you seek regarding your nature, who you are hidden in plain sight. In balance, form on earth intuitively connects with the energy of its source and seeks to be in balance and not in control. Energy that is not in harmony with its source seeks to separate itself and form its own system of power and control, seeks to claim dominion over rather than balance with. These systems are not sustainable over time because they have chosen a pattern that is antithetical, an imitation rather than part of source energy. Over time, many have created religious systems ruled by artificial hierarchy that seek to empower a few while siphoning energy and resources from the masses, creating a hierarchy to a false god, and thus separating itself from the essence of creation. Further, it creates out of itself pain and destruction, triggering a reaction from the masses on various scales of reaction. This energy has controlled so much of life on this planet. Unchecked, it has reached the furthest extreme of separation, with no remorse and no sense of its own fragility, the illusion becoming its reality. This extreme lives off the life force of the planet and the universe. It sucks into itself anything that is life-giving, without regard that it can time out at any time, either due to its own destructive existence or by source itself. 2021 will be a time of great change, and this change will result from the power of our dreams in your realization this source has run its course. In our dreams, we are dreaming life back into this place, creating a radiant glow on and around all of nature. The earth is beautiful, full of grace and awe. We call this earth our favorite place in the universe. Everything is dreamed into it that it may continue to create and to birth itself in every form of matter. Everything has life. Everything has a purpose. We dreamed this perfection and will not stand by and see it destroyed. 2021 will be a year of discovery and realigning as the mighty few continue to gather strength. Despite the rough edges, many advances, and the re-emerging of people caring for each other, the awakening of the heart of the earth will be evident in systemic changes and through those organizing for a sustainable existence on earth. A systemic alignment with consciousness and grasp of the dream. For everything there is a time. Now is the time to move from chaos to order. Many systems and structures will begin to break down completely, no longer capable of thriving. We refuse to allow that which is in us, that which has been birthed through us, to be siphoned off to sustain a non-viable reality. Therefore, the energy will become agitated, will express itself any way possible to destroy our dream. Its control shall be weakened by the collective consciousness of the awakened or mighty few. Its dominion over will diminish, as this is the time when the people will recognize the truth in themselves. They will catch the dream. They will remember into this existence the source of their beginning. That means every human, every blade of grass, every tree, the earth, the waters, the animals, all will be awakened and remember. The radiance of source will be evident. And as they reconnect themselves with the earth and her inhabitants, all life, they will remember they are stewards, co-dreamers with us, creating heaven on earth. There will be struggles along the way, manifesting in many forms. Move with wisdom and love, and the way will be made clear. As this energy rises, there will be a return to the basics. The lure of the riches of the material world will weaken as the cost, destruction and distraction, of the imbalance becomes more and more apparent. Balance will be restored and a conscious maturity and understanding will set in regarding the power that is in the hands of the people. A regenerative impulse will redefine relationships, expressions, and creativity at all levels of existence. We have dreamed into existence the way forward. The emerging maturity in consciousness and in action will impact the growth of technology, the growth in systems, creation, and creativity itself will impact governance, monetary systems, communication, education, and so on. When human consciousness rises to that extent, a world built on truth, love, peace, and synergy is possible. When the consciousness rises so that all you see is of source, then you can create heaven on earth. This is a time of laying the foundation for an enlightened age to emerge. That is our dream. Everyone will have more than enough. As we said before, this will be a year that will have its challenges, as this will be the year that initiates the transition, the seeable, knowable, all recognizable in a way that ignites memory of the beginning, memory of source as divine revelation. Those things that we have put in place, those markers throughout time, will become recognizable and will become a source of the remembrance process. While there may be times when existence feels rough and chaotic, it will be because the earth, connected to our dreams, is awakening herself. She will bring whatever is necessary to get the attention of the creation and every individual on this planet. Every living particle, every living thing contains the seed that carries the essence of our creation, and that is called the carbon seed. Every bit of creation holds it. The carbon seed is undergoing a rebirthing process. It only needs the light to awaken it. It is inevitable that our dream will return the balance, manifesting the endless age of balance and enlightenment. The people that are waking up will remember how close they came to losing it all. They will do what is right to return and ensure the balance. This will all not take place in this year alone, 2021. But 2021 is the year of laying the foundation for what is to come. It is the year of waking up. So the message for this year is the message that Baba Credo was trying to give to Audri, and she is now just coming into an awareness and understanding of what he was saying to her. There are spirits all around you. Pay attention. Be careful. Be wise. Listen so you know what to attach yourself to and know what not to be destroyed by. You'll know because of the resonant frequency of the carbon seed that will recognize life, that will recognize our dream, that carries our dream inside. So when we say never underestimate the power of the grandmothers, as we created what's here, we are the only source that can also dream the dream of its destruction. At this point, we start over again. So when we say never underestimate the power of the grandmothers, believe that it is so. This concludes the first day of the channel for 2021. Part 2 of the channel from the grandmothers of the four directions for 2021. What can you as a human family do to support what is to come? What can you do to facilitate the optimal alignment and potential era of peace? 2020 created a global opportunity for the human family to shift from the external perception of life to an embodied self-realization, meaning that life is a partnership with many sources, but ultimately a relationship with Source as the individual remembers the truth of his or her existence. From the beginning of time, there exists a progressive path to the realization of Source as us. In the last 2,500 years, there is what is referred to in NOWTIME prophecies as sun consciousness, S-O-N, without sun consciousness, S-U-N, duality and separation. Now, this consciousness has run its course, is giving way to the time when the light illumines the dark, and you will see yourselves reflected in the light, recognizing the source that unites all. This revealing truth occurring in each of you is what makes the evolutionary leap possible. 2020, complete with the coronavirus pandemic, environmental and climate conditions and catastrophes, and social unrest, has, as an analogy, formed a perfect storm. A storm that is shifting perceptions, values, lifestyles, and governance. It is putting millions, if not billions of people in a state of uncertainty, powerlessness, and fear. It is also encouraging people to question, to look deeper into things, to reestablish relationships with themselves, with their families, and with their communities. Whether the communities are online or at home. This has created the opportunity for humanity to begin to observe itself, to begin to ask questions in a different way, and for humanity to assume power over themselves and take authority over themselves. The truth is slowing people down, decreasing opportunities for people to connect physically, meaning people being more isolated and not able to have a physical connection, makes them begin to confront those things within that they otherwise would not pay attention to. That then creates a field of possibility for us to work at a greater rate, at a greater efficiency, creating the opportunity to break down the pseudo-reality or false reality that has emerged. As a result, people are now beginning to reconnect with their higher consciousness and that of the human family. This enables them to come face to face with themselves. It is important to remember transformative energy is activating a field that we, the grandmothers, can see, and so will you as you rise in consciousness. This energy field pulsates pinkish orange in color and represents a movement that there is a soul awakening. Pink is the color of passion, tenderness, nurturing, and safety, while orange is the color that represents joy, creativity, adventure, success, change, freedom, and social communication. People are turning to Source, to their Creator, in their own way. Having the time to connect online, many are having an opportunity to experience and explore all kinds of traditional and non-traditional ways of calling on the Creator for help at this time. The earth is facing many challenges, yet she is beginning to breathe again. We are encouraged as we, representing the mother, find ourselves in a birthing, rebirthing time. This may appear to be a minute shift in the consciousness of humanity. However, this pause is creating enough of a gap to affect the potential for rebalancing on many levels. It is providing an opportunity for change as the collective consciousness is waking up. As we said in many readings in our relationship with Audri and in NOWTIME prophecies, it only takes a mighty few to create a shift, a window of opportunity. We, you, are in that window of opportunity. We are spending time in what you may call the dream world. That is where we create what we are calling forward for humanity. In 2021, you will witness people assessing the dream world. In 2021, you will witness people accessing the dream world, which is the foundation for what is emerging. This will enable us to accelerate the activity of dream time. It is time for people to rest, to breathe, to contemplate, to receive the messages from the dream time, the messages we are delivering into the dream time. As humanity takes this evolutionary leap forward this year, there will be many attempts to control the minds of humanity, to keep it as it was before. However, as the gap opens in the consciousness of the human family, it will reach a tipping point where it will claim the greatest good of all, an awareness of itself as one with each other, one with the Creator, one with the infinite breath of the universe. What is it that we must do at this time? Breathe, slow down, and allow the creative pulse inside you to guide you, knowing that this time all the love in the universe will be with you. We are right beside you in your dreams and quiet places, creative impulses and overflowing sense of adventure, nurturing, and love. This is the time, and we see it. We know it. Despite all the challenges, despite all the determination of the forces that are trying to control it, there is a fundamental shift in the mind of the One, the Creator, Source, which is sustainable, loving, and filled with infinite possibility, affecting an awakened world. When you have an impulse to slow down. Allow the dream to come to you. When you feel fear and unease, allow yourself to be that, to be with it. When you feel fear and unease, allow yourself to be with that. Transition can be painful. It can be a pivotal point of opportunity. When you are feeling most pressed, be with it. Move through it. Relate with someone you feel comfortable with. Call on your spirit guides. Whatever it takes, don't run away from it. It is inevitable you will begin to see. Your third eye is opening. It may not feel comfortable at first because it goes against the grain of the old construct. Knowing thyself is seeing and recognizing the source in you. Now that you are beginning to see the truth, you will have highs and lows. Remember that you are in an evolutionary process. Don't run away from it. Run into it and discover the treasure. Surround yourself in love. You can do this by stating your intention and letting that intention guide you. Trusting the inner voice. There are times you will be emotional, as whatever needs to heal will come up. Embrace the emotions. They are a great teacher. This is a perfect time to reach out to a friend, a relative, a counselor. I encourage you to dream, to align with the energy that is around you, and know, really know, that the source in you is calling you to be awake. Breathe into the moment and allow the dream time to work in you. Create out of that energy. This is a new beginning. Do not allow yourself to be caught up in chatter that blocks your mind. Observe rather than absorb. There will be a lot of energy released to keep you from realizing your own power at this time. Make wise choices. When in doubt, ask your higher self and trust the answer. The window of opportunity that we are feeling at this time is one we have not felt in an exceptionally long time. That is why we are dreaming this new age in. Our dreams are streaming into your consciousness. The more you are open, the more it flows and increases in you. It is not about us. It is not about us. It is about it all, and the all in you. The story is changing. Who are you? And who are you to become? We encourage you to dream, to be peaceful, loving, and strategic, meaning when something resonates as truth, it is. And when something resonates as false, know that it is so, and send love into it. Be sure you are not trying to create a world to make everything fit. Trust yourself. Either things are true or they're not. Don't allow yourself to be lured back into the world of illusion. Pay attention. It takes exercising a level of consciousness that has been put to sleep. Waking up is a process. Opening up means opening yourself on every level. Stay close to source, to that internal knowing of who you are, with courage and wisdom. A new world is emerging. It has the potential to be an evolutionary leap forward for all of life on planet Earth. Change comes in many ways. Your evolutionary leap depends on you. Make the most of this time for you and for the greater good. Remember, the shadow lurks in the dark corners. Happy New Age. Narrated by Audri Scott Williams.
Music composed by John Weir Sr.
Share this message far and wide. Make the most out of this time. A new world is emerging.